Kwaba Shonko and Fambra Kumase Online TV, Friends of Ken TV, and a Thick TV, Showdown Jumedie, and a Neya Wadan, and I say, Wamede, a Baba Sumo, Mesha Sonia subscribe ya. We subscribe, dear Mamma, share video, Mount Nebo, so be share, Eddie Ama Obi for Nessa, dear Danny Dana, Minimua di Jumano, me to Jawa Hanum say no. Now also what so dear Eddie, a far comment section, I say, Eddie, Mam said, dear Debiano, me better not for dear Manus here and seminar me bonnet bed deno, Annie and then so. Ma bone bedanka san sem de bi kwa show e wo man Ghana nka sabronya DC ebusia ye che na on Tuesday okopie mu e wo court a chese court ka chere say police for ensan fa ne nkotwiri mu na nyame yadom efiada na yasan so e de na ba begine mu e wo Accra Circuit Court no e yade a chese na lawyer fo akasa na according to the lawyer ne nsem odi tudwe nyina ne say abronya DC fiti Wednesday no fiti Monday ni mpo e be sia na yawada ebusia me ne mo kase wo se aduane a ye frɛ na aduane e yade a chese bi nka abronya DC na no na ebusia fo nso no yade a chese wo mo ma wo mo kura kwanya no ema wo mo fa wo mani enkohu se abronya DC sisia ne de ne ho ye anase ne ho ye wo se bebi abronya DC da no wo kama Ghana fo nyina ate ase se chese niema nya kura no obesre eye IGP no asaso asre eye ye mampeni se excellence John Dramani Mahama se tumi a Ghana fo nyina e de ahye ne nsa no enye kwan wei e na wo so wo fa so na mmom no abronya DC wo wei eye asem no kan ye na wonye kromfo a wo mu twiti ne sede ye wo ye kromfo anasa sede wo ye wudini a just wakokra no na wakwakoku obi ye nyina so ye nim se MPP amanyokuo no for some time now webushia wo ma trendy ni nyina no efa enche kra nyame yadoma on the 31st of January 2026 wo ma ba beto Kennedy akompre ko hine Agyapong ene di kan sha ase se wo ne delegate ne amafo sha ase twetwe nkomo esre wo mo se nyame yadom na mre no so a wo nyina no emfa kokromote no ento aba emfa ma ne san se owoni amapa bebre a wo hono ma just wo ba obeba beye no man Ghana so afa ne ntuma pa efra eno ada metena se meka chem se eyade ye former vice president and also former flag bearer Edma MPP amanyoko no Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ono so a step grounds a wono so ene amafo twetwe nkomo e kire se se wo mo sa so repeat na ene ama papa bebre na woni mu de wantumi anye ne ade nyina no wo beba betoa so aba be ye ensem de waka bia nkasa na busua enne ne nsem na waka no e yade ye be digest ne nyina no e wo fidiem hanum se enra so ene ye man police excellency John Dramani Mahama wone ensem chorofo ehia ye na ensem chorofo ehia ye mu no just questions no oh the good the bad and the ugly ye to boy ye man pani na just wa chest no de nitia bobi na just ene ye football ne ade nyina bushia wode ne nan bo bia na enya asem ketwa na some of the key factors anasa ensem agese no ada ye man penny excellency John Dramani Mahama di tudwa no mebobo bi so e de akyerem de di kan wakasa edifa wo man Ghana nyina ye free senior high school de MPP amanyokuo no wo madaro ma wo de ba ya na 2024 campaign wo mani abede kyerɛ sɛ ye man excellency John Dramani Mahama kwanya no so wo meye man penny a e ya de akyerɛ free senior high school no wo beba betwam ni ade na so sabe ya menemo kase ye man penny John Dramani Mahama say said ye na amanfo ani abede anu wo ye campaign na kyerɛ so wo no ne ba obeba betwa free senior high school mu said your car say wo no free senior high school aba na aba betena wo mfa ne nsanka no kyerɛ na nado danko ekufu ado sika kra wo no gyato ho no ma na say fitibra ye share free senior high school ase sika kyerɛ beda ho no no ono man penny excellency John Dramani Mahama wo they almost 3.5 million and na wo dey free senior high school mu we nyina no ese wono free senior high school no yade echese waye ever ready say obe invest bebre na ewom saso ere ye mampeni ekasa edefa wo man Ghana ye galam se hu nsensemi ye bisa ne se ebra na MPP amanyoko no ho nom Wabai editor just say I was say one state of emergency, one declare state of emergency. Son say galam say ni just a yenshu ni sase a no yadia enya sam ketwa ni ebisa ni esisi a won so ba ye galano a egusu a ekoso just esisi a no kwa de efiansa na amanfo emia wo meni efiansa na amanfo etu galana nkasa en wo kire say oh ono kwa de obeka so wo ba ye galam say yi yadia just wo kupa just wo mia na ni ankasa de de obetumi aye bia no wo ye na this time no nka se de so atene kra nya bra ye ba be declare state of emergency na ne kasa ye mu ne wo ba be kire se eyade a kire small scale mining wuko obi memu te se Australia eyade a wo mu tu na so ye mine mu e na kire se mpenifo ahodo na hyeda eni ntete ye wo mu ntete ye pa e wo mu enu nti na wo mo de say insuo ne nsase na kire se wono ne kura ne committee fo bi atena se ebusua enche kura kire se mpenifo a wo mo da small illegal mining ya no wo bepeja wo mu nyina do wo akwa mu Australia na wo makwa akohua de e wo honom no ka na asem ye nam si ye mampani ase de wo ya magana fo yensa esifo bi sei esanse ne ye wo gidie e wo mu ankasa se nyame ya adom na wo ba small scale mining wo ba be illegal mining sorry wo ba be hwe no aye bibi pade afa ho na sabre ye wo ba be ka kire yensa fiansa na mo be sesa amanfo e de wo makwa akwapie mu Australia na wo makwa akwaje ntete ye ne de da jesasa asem a wo ke de e wo se kwhye mark pam e ba ho ensem de busua trust me say wo ke bi ankasa and also the fight against corruption no what share say corruption MPP abai onipa da seni biara wo di Ghana fosika onipa da seni biara wo wie sika bia no e yade a wono na aban wo hwe ye nja sa nipa no sa nipa no enko sa keke debi e yade a entumi nsi wo mu hwe mu kese investigations upon investigation wo mu bie document ni ade kese obiara wo fom ye obiara kese wo ma o man no bo ka ebere na MPP amanyoko no e wo so no e yade asankrofo ni nyina no ye betwe wo mo so ankasa ni video no e wo ho no but before ansa na mekwa akoba ni video no ama mu nyina amate no enne ebebesie MPP amanyoko dan ne de nyina meka se the current executives of the party e was wo nyina no wo me de wo nkuku no wo nkaka nyina no egu ho no mesane se ene ema bi wo ho no ma wo mo ya emwa ne yemfa wo na wo munimde wo na wo ma ye ready yankasa so wo mo be pagya MPP party no e de esine na so sabe ya mene mo kase e ya de ho no abu kokofu wo no so aba abonte aba be declare se nyame ya adom na se ye to flag bearer MPP for flag bearer akansi ene ye to aba ni wie se kima na ye bie to mu police station executives the current national executives constituency executives ni ade ebre so wo mo so nkwa peke form la e ade wo no so be kwa peke bi no so apre so wo be ba be general secretary e de ama MPP amanyokuo no media metin ne sama na msi o we ne ono abu kokofu nyankopon hira ye papa pesa se JFK wo ye national secretary e de ma MPP amanyokuo no me ne de kane na mi wogide wo mse ja ye se mrantie wo mu bieye ba sa brantie we pa bebi a wo piepia MPP party no kono se wo no ankasa kran step down na emwa krant no se kokofu su oba de ne yemududo na ye na ye pe MPP yoyo no ya ye ever ready say ye so ye be campaign emu odi ankasa e de ama no e ya de chese ye man pani ye former vice president Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia no so wa Ashanti regional chese wo ye campaign emu odi na nipa ba kwa for some time now metin nka che ye papa e ye chema wuntumi anka ye chi abronye DC ni ade nyina na me expect say anka mehu chema wuntumi e wo honom na enu no obi ba betia me na so aka se hwe na wo ebra ye chechema wuntumi na ye bia hu abronye DC wo honom na abronye DC ye chechema wuntumi nyina no chese se de minority fo wo mo ko ye dede wo mo ko tena fom ni ade nyina no abronye DC entuni na ye nsi won ye si alleged chema wuntumi wo no so afa ne ho adwen na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na Ashanti region na wo ye campaign ni ade na chema wuntumi so be kasa wo chechire mu se hwe wo no wako wuo nkwanta aba ane wo se ebere chese yokofo grabe no de wodi nanim yenu hu ye ne de chese fa nani so no chese eden po ye de no kodemu no bisia na nya asem ke 20 mu azisi ano monte chema wuntumi nkane ade nyina azisi na so ayehye ane na so ayehye papa ni case wo yoko no ye ntwemu investigation egusu achese ekwosunti for now ne de chema wuntumi mbeso obeba abonte beba beye bibi beba beye gidigidi bia na eja wo kira nko ya sa so amfa na nkwa nkotu bebi ajeso wo ko ya onu angasa mono na ohu ne left krampo no wo ba be hu ne right zi ade we hia lesson na minim se bebi na MPP amanyoko na bobo aba bedu no minim se sanka emre edane asan so akonechi a anka niema bia wo mo ye kane no sa niema ne nyina no womu nyebi eno ada me kache am say Vincent Asefo old member of parliament at the Matafo constituency metna fidie manum say nko ade ebuhia meyi na no okotena eye oyire party even okotena hono no eno oba be kire say MPP amanyoko na yade achasa Asanteman womu di yehwiamu ankasa chese bosha hodo a womu sha Asanteman sa bosha ni nyina no yade a womu endi so na wo kasa no oba be boye mampe ye former vice president Bawumia din say Bawumia yobi a na chese swami interchange na chese neni womu ankasa na dane de nyina no se wo bo wo mechia ne se wo nya swami interchange na so na de bia Bawumia ka bia neja then finance minister Ken Oforiata nde wono so adwane ne na mu America no na de na wo ka nyina no wo mti obi a case oso wono ankasa bra ye kwa akoto aba na wo bisa amafo se na ade na mo nkoto aba na ensem amafo ka nyina ne se ennam se yen asantefo yen ye de kokromote no eto aba ede mam na hwe be kwa wie kire no na chese empuntudwuma ye friend empuntudwuma munye bi emfa ma asantefo na wo wie ye ne wo de ba betum se eba ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de a chese nimdie no wo honom odwe asantefo ho nti nyame ya adom no wo mo kwa akoto aba wo mo nto aba ne former Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na se wo ba ayade ajasa Asanteman empuntudwuma ajasa MPP abamba power 8 solid years mo enya bi no just wo banko ade a eyade obeba be sha ba be ye ni nyina no kan ya na say Vincent asenya atwomsem ne se bi eyado oshododo you were a member of parliament Edema Old Tafo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the flag bearer of the NPP 2024 inti mo pese mo kama me na yase wa meti ase say the then president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo inti na wondwen Asantefo ho ana the then Nana Danko Akufo-Addo aye bia so me interchange no ono anka say nim si wo be ya na and the annoying part of it all ne say na swame MP swame member of parliament na osanso ye then majority leader san wo ba be free so Alexander Fenyo Markets aba be take you over into the mono kro na mo wo MP ono kro na ntumi anya e den na kire say 2028 and as a Ghana for side kokomati no goto aba de ama MPP amanyoku a mo be ye de ama wo mo me say sa tete politics sa kane politics propaganda semfono baby esisi atimemufo ye ni abedi akwa akodu no ye mamu fa saade ne mbedada ye mamu 8 solid years bantumi anye ko from market man ye John Dramani Mahama ye mampeni enne obesi kejetia phase 1 edemaye kejetia phase 2 no 8 solid years ni bantumi amambe ye mechire he ya anraga junction mo be pame ye nuano ma wo mo ye carpenter adwuma wo honom nyina ede wo mo kogu Wood Village say mo ba be ye interchange wo honom eno so man ye 8 solid years so ebusia 8 solid years wo manye o na sisi ana na ono Vincent Asefo aloye moa wo be ka kire Ghana for say se nyame ya adom na se Bawumia wo vision e wo ne papa se obeye bibi di ama Asantefo nti no se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba 2028 no wo be ba be hwe aba be yesa ne ma ni nyina no e di ama ye na me ye bisa se na ye ko Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo no nkasa ni kuro mu mpo a misire bisa se mpuntudwuma sei na wo no nkasa mu no wo tumi e de ko ni krom ankasa no wo mu ni nsu papa bi a wo mu no wo ma kwan ni ade nyina nye nti no no ne ba be jan ni krom no ba be ya Asantefo de ama ya na a question am bisa she baby and na politics no ho keka ko se de wo musifa keka ne ma bubu ani se de wo ba be ka de wo pe be twantro de a kire Ghana for me say tete politics na ne ye tete politics na zebi ne ye zo ye MPP for ne de MPP twa ye furu ma ne ye NDC for ye de NDC twa ye furu ma ntino se bi kwabra ne ba no ma ye mpuntundwuma kura amfa ma ye ya emre no so se de kokomite ne kwa akoto ba ye beto aba de ama no this time round ye nya ne sabium. This time, yen sabium. John Dramani Mahama na anwa de yeja. Oye ne thank you to be PM Asanteman temwa. Was share a ye kumasifo bo. E ka kire wo se ko from market. Wo mo be ye diama wo mo. KGT phase 2. Obe make sure so obe complete. Eno na wo biti baby anipa no be ka se. Ai, we nyina na ye na Danko Akufo-Addo ni project. E na Danko Akufo-Addo o disika ewura disika to ho no ma jese. Wo mo ye ntino se project no mo finish. Yeah, first credit na man na Danko Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. They were in power for 8 years. One anye Inti woman ye no na aban foforo aba na saa aban ne de wo chinti memufuo ho no waye ready so obeba be ye saa kwan ne ade nyina de ama wo mu mo obi anko gina be bi mbeka se yemfa credit ne fe kuma na nado dan ko egufu ado esan se ye man pani say acha ye next year match obeba be bia no wa my time o acha next year match ensa won kwan yen show ebusua na anu ada me betena afidue mu ha wodre de fa ho a eno so no ye mampani asaso ahye bo se nyame ya adoma next year acha next year obe make sure se sa ensa won poku ase amasama kwan ni ade nyina no wo mu be ye wie nti sa ban bia ba so na yen yesi ya ye to ba wa sentimentem ha ye ne ye ma MPP amanyokuo ni vote pa na at the end of the day no woman to me anyam puntu djuma bia papa bia amfa ma ye agenda 111 bo sha wodro one district one factory any ade amode be gen Ghana fo asom one village one dam how far it is into mako opposition no ma mo nse ntwa mo ho mana mo be kan kire Ghana fo say na bawomia wo vision na bawomia onyame ya adom no oba wo betumi aba be ye mo be ka kire Ghana for say that initiative one district one ambulance no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni initiative Ghana card Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na de buy the same Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mbere bi etwe mo be ka kire say Ghana card so won fa so eche yakwan eche interchange no sa nipa na nne wo se twa ho aba be ka kire yen say o wa adwempa de ma Ghana for so oba obeba be ya kwan de ama yesre mo yes remu ye papa sa atete politics se me mumfa nto nchen se NDC aban se wo mo betena so 12 years simple no mo ye bibi pa de amaye ya we would give them the chance so they do it but the way America na no nche se NDC aban mo ba mo ye bibi o because me ameti aba NDC aban mo ba ya se kasa na bedo so de bia press conference ni ye weni ye chi we so me ameti ye share da hu workings bia ne me na America ye share da hu ye se de na mo bo share especially with Galamsem Sami Jemfi wakwase sa nsuo kwa gina nsuo mu ekoye press conference ni ade nyina wonse mu nyina mo ba ye wo nyina makama no atum Matemu ni amaka manuatu na Sam George the honorable Sam George me akasa na me pe a whole 1 hour ohun na me the amount back to back esan say de na wo opposition na wa no odin de na wo sifa kasa na wo bi a wo ba ba mu na ka ye expect say nka bibia be ko books for boot na sisi ano chese DSTV adwenko na aba wutire mu asai DSTV ho sensemi me sheda ho adwuma papa bi a Sam George nso ye and Sam George, who fetches in opposition, your focus was LGBTQ, your focus was Galamsey. Just a near man, MPP, a bine yena neno, which them a Ghana for you know who say, yes, me saying, Nano, a yadia, ye su conscious, in Kawuba, Bemui, yes, but to send Kawuba show workings in the idea, but ye shade down who workings be at the chain, a DSabia, and a DSTV, and a DSTV, and a DSTV, Massa Shuhonoma, none what they are Ghana Bobo, much TV station, but ye eni who sema enti say e ho GTV Ghana and I'm gonna say Ghana television wo mo kura Ghana match mpo no wo mo anyi Sam George o share match no DSTV meboa wo share match no e wo DSTV a whole minister who buy just if it be a select to be seen your focus is DSTV massa Ghana for ye nyina na ye scan ya kwa akoto DSTV o mesremo wo na wanya usika na ndia wo so be hwe DSTV a me pa chokoshe me sure me ti he TV Africa Metro TV Kumasi Online TV Tik TV Friends of Ken Kumasi Online GH no na me ti he me sure me ho be hwe na da ne de nyina me hwe obi aforce obi an obi an so obi aso obi an ko hwe DSTV ye ma me no ma wo mu wo nkra se me pa chow wo mu dudu asenkwa no ma ti DSTV da obi tinkraman mu DSTV no kro ni ma de kro inti a whole minister member focus with DSTV na fa no ne betuache Ghana fo aso ya ma dibre ni ye de ya hye wonsa no you need to work on it and enough of the DSTV wo hwere adwuma no so ntumi nye na be ko eyama mpani ho no ma ko yama mpani ho na ko kache se adwuma no ye de hye wonsa no ntumi nye because ntumi fa DSTV nsensem no emfa mbe dada Ghana fo emfa mbe rem na Ghana fo emfa mbe ye de wo ya shumanyi obi a de hwe DSTV and you'll be a DSTV. You need to do your work. LGBTQ, mobile LGBTQ, they have passable and another passable mobile how far with it. Messi NDC abide Casano. Ebushia question mark warm who Sisi and the NDC abue, MPP abue, and on a canena kayaba twaba mitnahams, yeah, MPP ni NDC in Ebushia, young couple baby and 2 women. Said these 2 political parties, they are all that the same crona, MPP by the same thing, NDC by the same thing. By a man, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Mimi who say okay, what opposition, acting opposition for 8 years, no, Niema bi wo no ma wesia, enti ni send the ministers or be appoint woman no, sanka woman nyina no ne be ya adwen be ya adwuma panka, trust me sanka my Ghana, e ya de abefa ne ntuma pay fra because even seeing say Yaman penny, any media no Asia, Wamoto questions a man na we ye no near dear, or especially ni crowment or quania de, Wababe church ni nemu, Galam say, Unsen and say, no, na mabe fontaine time video you sure, Ube huna just a excavator see, a bit chegu near dear nina or the muntre mwaba, was you, and yes, be excavators, I ube huna just a good cars so, not just any assassin, quan assassin, and yes, be ana, Wamoko distribute, Yama for Mufanya Galam say Debbie. Or see a Mrano honum. Na port one no just as excavators I am never yinano. And just a honey shot into one mape baby was shy or side honum and a brebian excavators in Ekogu. And then me researching the idea me who's okay. As some walk on no creme and also 90 excavators and so quana jono. What shame my who say because say a duana joa. I am not traffic no ewo from and a judia will be ada and until I had one dear numrembom woman the transport excavators no near the no ninja say ebi aban yi ba ye womu ed womu hu na hye galamse hu kokode me say when it comes to galamse no am fire wo hu ye nyina ne ye di ye ni edi akire papa hye say ye mampani ebe ne mapa e dia fa in fact enrada woni media no ehia ye video no wo ho no ma me hye say ja obeka me ho no yakọ na yakwa kotie ye mampani is Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Tokwa any galamse won sensem nyina wo church mu ne yentie emra sesia.
I've been reluctant to implement a state of emergency in the Galamsey fight because we've not exhausted the powers we even have without a state of emergency. We have the opportunity to arrest anybody, to confiscate any such thing. There are laws for forest protection and all that give us enough powers to be able to act. Implementing a state of emergency might sound nice, but it should be the last extreme, the last resort. So for now, let's exercise all the powers we have. And if it becomes necessary for a state of emergency, then we'll look at it. It means we have to go to Parliament. The President can't just declare a state of emergency without, going to Parliament, because there's a limit to how long you can maintain that state of emergency. And so I believe that we still have leverage to continue to fight Galamsey without necessarily implementing a state of emergency. It means that we have to delineate the areas where the state of emergency is operational. And if you look at the area where Galamsey is taking place, it covers several districts of our country. And so we would do it if it becomes necessary. But for now, I think that we've given the security services enough powers to be able to deal with people who are found to be involved in Galamsey. With regards to the security in the Sola, Tuna, Kalba, and Bole districts, it was an incident over a small plot of land, like the land you put a container kiosk on. That's all. And it has led to over 30 deaths. Somebody has his house, and there's a land between the house and the street. And he wants to build shops on that land. And then there's a dispute with the chief. And then it leads to gunfire and then deaths. It's most unfortunate, like the questioner said, these are two groups that have lived in peace for so many years and are intermarried. There are people from one side who are married to their others, people from one side that are married to others. I, for instance, am such a mixture of people, I don't know who I am. Part of me is Vagla, part is Safalba, part is Gonja. I mean, quarter of everything. And so if my ethnic groups are fighting, it means my body should be fighting with different parts of my body because I'm a mixture. My blood is made up of all those ethnic groups. And so it's most unfortunate. And so we've put in a mediation team. We mentioned the members. The 2 MPs are supposed to be ex-official members to work with the mediation team. If you look at the terms of reference in the mediation team, there's also reconciliation. And so even though we call it a mediation team, its terms of reference includes reconciliation. So we're giving them the full authority to meet both sides, to perform purification rites, to cleanse the land of any blood that has been spilled and all that. And then to come out with recommendations how to improve relations between the 2 groups so that they live in peace. There are few feudal practices that have been complained about, you know, where people are called to chiefs' palaces and shipped, or they are forced to give up their animals and things. We need to look at all those practices too as we go forward. We're in a modern society. And so sometimes some of these things, we must take another look at them. I've been accepted by all sides. Indeed, sometimes my greatest supporters were people of other ethnic extractions other than my own Gonja extraction. I won elections not because I was a Gonja, but because of the person that I was, you know, and I enjoyed a good relations with everybody. And so even though I haven't visited yet, I have not gone there yet because I want peace to have a chance, but I've been pulling the strings. I sent a delegation to the Yebonra to prevent him from leaving Damango and going to Biniri, which would have escalated the conflict. And he listened to me as a father, and he refused to go. I stopped the Bolera too from going there. We gave the chiefs an escort to go and see the place where the incident happened. And I think that that has lessened tensions. As I speak, we've given the security services the authority and the resources to begin to bring some of the displaced people back to their communities. And so we're going to work hard to make sure that we bring peace to Gonjaland. We need peace to develop. Our common enemy is poverty, it's not each other. Savannah is one of the poorest regions in the country. And so we must rather be fighting poverty rather than fighting each other. And the last one, the creative arts. The creative arts is one of the important sectors. What we notice is that the creative industry creates jobs faster than the traditional sectors that we have known. By the time sector or manufacturing creates 1 job, the creative sector, digitalization, knowledge industry, arts and things would have created about 5 jobs. And so that's an area in which we have to continue to invest. And that is why we created them as a ministry together with tourism. The Black Star experience will take off. They've been working on all the foundational issues, and you'll soon see a sign of it. In the next budget, we're going to make some allocation for the creative arts, for the film fund, and to support Kumawood and all the filmmakers, to support the music industry, to support the arts and all that. We need to put our money where our mouths are.
Enra da ya man penny any and some trofo shia ye de course so e wo honom ne no bi ene yakwa kotia ba na baby ba kwa me na eye me de ye papa eye emra wo kire sesi ano de obi antumi emfa ne telephone emfa mesi nanim na wo ma embedi mpenifo attempt helicopter crash see ye said the NPP supporters mofra UTB wo mo kwotena TikTok ebi kwotena Facebook bedidi atembe ka se wo mo we shekura na kosi mesi ana so bentimpo na ewu ni ade wasisi ana emra ba chesa samra no wo mu hyemu ankasa wuntumi entena baby na nka de wo pe na mfa hu ndi sa keke thinking say bia ade wo bia ehu location wasisi ade IP number ani baby a wo hye tokurokura wo hyem kura no ade ye be kwa akɔchi we free honom na ye de wa ba na ndie say wo be kwa kodembe 2 years ayachewa so 2 years enso de wo say ye man pani wo hu otumi de mra bi ba say wa say bi yuta mu be bedi nkwasi asemi anka kwan ya wo mu ye shuku sadan ya wo mu sisi ni ade na ne communal labor ye wa ye adwuma enkpankpa ye mfa machine mfa mmemesi bibi o debi ni ama wa me se mota na odi esi utiri so je se ha labor eno sa no se kwabra ne kwa ye bibi a obetena se mienu adwen hu mienu me se ye excellence de eniama nketinketi bi de me ne de me hu ni se ogusu aje se wo ko ba se de kane na mpa nka dum so esabre ya me no kase busu abe wale se nka sabre se efue na so no aka wo sisisi ane de eniama gu akwam a wo mo hwe se dum so ne ade nyina no ebeba na wieye ebusu ama me nto ansam ne so emfama me mfa mu nkopie mu wo NIGEL GAISIE akache na NIGEL GAISIE mom do ho ebusua eba NIGEL a oye nyamedifo nti eto de bi ansem bi wo hono ma ya na especially say ensem a efa asofofo ho a aya na mempese meka ni he bebresa but enen me be se me bisa question bi se asa the time na akompre ko Kennedy ohine Japan na o expose asofofo no mo amhwe dwumade emisire bisa se wo sofo yade a chese akompre ko ohine Japan o expose na menya sho me ameti hei masofofo no me yemiensa ane me kwa asole miensa sa asole miensa me ko nyina no Reverend Asari danko ebra na chese Kennedy akompre ko ohine Japan o expose asofofo no me pacho wa expose me sofo debi wa expose me sofo na Papa Solomon national Solomon Power Ministry eno so no ebra Kennedy ani abra o expose asofo no so ya expose no sisi ade de me boss na asole so bosi ade abeka me de Winning City Chapel International and na sap ebra na Kennedy akompre ko ohine Japan na ni abedi a chese o expose asofo no wa expose ye Winning City Chapel International nti eye me wan wase me hu se wo biti baby na okade bia se eyade a chese akompre ko ohine Japan na oye against the church and na obeso ogunya nkopon asori chese na ensam ne de aya na edoso me ameti he me si de bia me kase se Kennedy oye ade na eye abusua fidiem ha mebo na baso ba se Kennedy akompre ko ohine Japan ya ade na nya me akasa metwi nenim ma me fam nko way back the time ana Kennedy no expose asofofo no ma me bo sofu wedi obinim asa that time ebusua se wo fa wo TV etu metro eye Saturday anopa trust me se na ani enyan na enye kama wo TV beto honom no wo be hu abofra be ye 5 years 6 years na chese ye chese abofra ne ye beifuo video bi ananse obehu na sekuleti obi ni bisa se den ha na akola ketwa o se ema asem metena se na bisa se akola ketwa we onimade eye ema asem akola ne beba be kasese bi ema asem na ha nana ye she that time otumi kase ena obi yewu na wonya ni nipa no ena obi na ya hu no chese eniema na ekoso abefo ntentan fidie ne so no ebusua na eni enyan enu nti no akompre ko ohine Japan otu ni wusi honom say and also as at that time the next expose na ekoso nti na amanfo eta the information ni ade ebre no ena ensem ni bi wo honom so na eni enyan nti that was when a Kennedy o sha ase say o expose asofofo and e bi wo honom a obehu ono awo ne Oman FM honom na obi kura no e di news abre ne say me kwa sorry we sofo we ne mada sofo we ayemi say nti that time no ena na Kennedy expose asofo me amiti hei ma sorry sofo Kennedy ohine Japan na expose no ena eye niema bi asofofo ni bi ye ena ma that time Kennedy akompre ko ohine Japan o expose wo mu and one thing is say NIGEL GAISIE kro ya ebusua emre bi atwemu NIGEL be ka say ya wa asofofo ni bi wo hono ma they need serious deliverance because they are fake ane NIGEL GAISIE video no wo ebusua ne yebebo NIGEL GAISIE na nkasa o ene betu nenum tuo ebe deye ena sofofo ni bi ye fake ena sofofo ni bi to say ena sofofo ni bi men ye chese ensema no woka no I am still shocked say wo na wo kire sa niema we no obi do information abedi Kennedy akompre ko ohine Japan nsa na Kennedy so aba abonten na Kennedy aba be expose you chese it's more than 10 years and the pains no egusua ewo Nigel Gaisie akuma mu abusua Nigel nye ready so obeja asasem ni mu na manaka obi ni membre bi etwem ono abetena ni TV show ebetu nanum tuo ebe ka kire Ghana fo se de na kane no oba no obeye no oyo obofo e na oye angel obi nim no otumi tu anajo ono abetu nanum tuo se eniema bi wo ono ma no wo ye na sa niema ne ye fake enyeme na mebe kan ye obi nim nankasa e na betu nanum tuo enti ne samoa mkoyeye mo niema bi na wono so awieye wono ni agenko atwedi apanyankopɔ we yi na magana fo no aba abonte no aba be kan so many years and na just say opema mpani edi e na Niger bushia wodi adwan Ghana fo asuma adwan Ghana fo asuma so o magana fo nya asumdwe da no o makumbre ko hine Agyapong so won be ye mampani wo krom hanum say da na bushia ni video no ono ankasa kasa kire se asofofo amu o mangane ebi ni hia deliverance ne yenkwe na yenkotie sansem no emra sisia.
Trust, faith, belief in the office of the prophetic no seems to be at an all-time low.
Yeah, because of Agyapong. Because of Agyapong.
What did he do?
Agyapong, no, he attacked the prophetic to the highest level. Look at the stature of Agyapong. And again, me papa the from to lawyer. I want to be circumspect. Okay. Yeah, well, Agyapong attack the prophetic, and if you are saying the prophetic is at all-time lowest, it's true. And around the world, by the privileges of God, I've gone to all the continents of the world, and all the major prophets around the world admit that the Ghanaian prophet are prophets. We can have character discrepancies, which is common to all men. Yes. But you can't a dear Juma a woman Ghana. Because Ghana for your bomb pie. Me say me pass auntie. I don't like going to Kumasi for a program because if it's a church of 500, about 450 I suffer. So abroa or your paying or a deben crab. You almost bomb pie into no a fre almost. And look at what Agyapong did to the church, did to the prophetic.
But it was for an attack on the entire office of the prophet. He singled out some individuals.
If you attack me, whether I'm of God, I'm not of God, I represent an interest.
Yes.
You have attacked the entirety of all the interests. If you attack Bedi Kobi, whether you like his nose, you don't like his nose, you have attacked what he represents. If you attack Obinim, I mean, you have attacked. You have attacked the Christian fraternity. You have attacked the prophetic. And like you said, he picked some few people and he attacked us like me. He took me to the gutters, which it were not true.
No,
how can he say a fine gentleman said me a murderer? And he hired people to collaborate it, if not for your friend Teresa Wuni, Honorable Teresa Wuni Nikwa. And Kabadisa, they would have jailed me. I can tell the countless of time you bet me call your friend is saying Achimota Mile 7 police station. Sempa Chotias, a church. Oh yeah, so you see, so Emery Pemno Yebekasa, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but I believe God said God will revive His church. And now last 2 weeks, I'm in pain for be a bonkom. I could see people are now going back to church. That thing didn't allow a lot of confidence if we prophetic no, but the church is for God. Read Genesis Revelation. It is only the church not say I will build
my church.
Yes, he didn't say he said I will build my church. And I saw any pain, God will build His church.
But on Ken, you know, won't you say, sir, because you were one of the targets, created this sense of, I don't want to say hate, but as a woman, that emotions may cloud your judgment about him.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, I mean, I'm not one of the people that pretend.
Okay.
I don't like Agyapong. I can't like him. Okay. And since that day, we pray.
Because of your
because of what he did against me. And since then, me bomb tiano till today.
But that's not of God.
No, it's not a matter of what. It's not of God. Judgment is of God. Yes. Bible say. Near usinya me ejuma kwan yen yin mfio me I have an assignment enti usi ejuma no kwan mebo ho pai say me nyankopon me radio frame no onyi me mfio sempa to Apostle Paul can say that unless that the coppersmith or how me pa osi nyankopon ejuma ho kwan It's in my life and in my ministry, and not just me. You have no idea. I saw for the ACI meetings. You have no idea the number of prophets that have died because of Agyapong.
Prophet?
Yes.
Died.
Your friend said, I don't have the permission of the family to mention his name. He died. TV, so he died. After that, his church, nobody goes. He died. He has died. I could have committed suicide. Say young guy, me near Bonnie, I'm here say, man will say will be a friend of John Mahama. Now me cry me Shani, that will be president. You chatro go me so my yes say. And I go like, what is it? What kind of country I am building here? You call not like me. But you give me that space and me operate because I'm a fellow Ghanaian. And nation building, you hear software, you hear D4, you hear Obia to build nation.
Yeah, but when people have information, and they publish that information into publication, it can be of several.
Yes, please.
And you feel, say, Nipana Kabibia an attack on your person.
Yeah.
You could have issued a writ against him.
I couldn't, but that time they were in power. And look at the statue of Agyapong. He was a member of parliament. He has all the money. And he was a defense something committee of this. And I felt
but it doesn't make him above them.
No, I know. Very well. But you and I know true, you and I say, that's with no disrespect to the judiciary. At then judiciary, I couldn't have my day in court. No, I didn't have confidence in me. I flew to America to sue him, and again, jurisdiction was a problem. Me call New Jersey sanka me could sue Agyapong. But the videos are there, and it has cost our family a lot. It has cost us a lot. My son was going to school in Mebao, London. Or school, somebody referred to your father as a murderer. Me, young guy, Boniben Medi. Because somebody feels say what can say Mahama be present into first day Oshia must say Ukraine me nimo na unimo bia and so Emery Pemu me papa woni so Emery Pemu ye be kasa. But what I'll tell you is that there's a permissive will of God and a perfect will of God.
Yes.
The permissive will of God will be granted at their posts. We will let men know that they are men of God in this country. We will let prophet know, people know that God still has his men, and there are people who are watchers. There are people who are crying unto God. We will let Agyapong know, say,
don't let us personalize.
No, I'm not personalized. Okay, if it's so bad, the point is that we'll defend the work of God. And you see, they are not getting with the greatest of humility. They are not getting the wisdom to walk to some of us and say sorry.
Yeah, but why should a person say sorry when he feels
in any serious country? Agyapong should have been in jail by now.
For what?
Video credits no enko enfama Asempa FM. Video we yankasa na yekotie ye no. That is when just now Obeka say de Kennedy no just say affecting sorry affecting the busua ne money ade nyina just say affecting. But the biggest question I want to ask today, they say obi betumi agu Nyankopon adwuma na. This is something that was my dream. Can somebody say Obia or say me yenya midjuma correctly ankasa say nya midjuma ankasa na meya onipa da seni bi ebetumi aba begunya midjuma na onipa bi eno asase so obetumi agunya midjuma se adwuma na wo ye ne ye adwuma che se ye no kore adwuma na wo ye no eye adwuma che se fini nkeka wa bi enu honom na wo di chedi ampo Nyankopon webushia wo hata shuri wono na wo di ne ye adwuma no human being born on this earth and ebetumi agunya Nyankopon adwuma. Nobody born on earth ebetumi agunya Nyankopon adwuma. I repeat, nobody born on earth ebetumi agunya Nyankopon adwuma. I just say bi adwuma na wo ye no efini keka wa bi wo ho ne ma bi a wo ye na just say entwe ye na enko ye. This same NIGEL GAISIE say dey make am say e ba na sofofo ho nsensem abusua Nyankopon frɛ wo mo na nana ya so me nyina benku me nyina ni fanta ya na me mpesa meka ne bebre nti na ya na mprepi no aya na me bo video no ansa na meka bibi abusua maka bibi ya kro me pesa meka no NIGEL GAISIE kro ya na mo kai na Romeo Abranti ebetna be fontentan fidie show ebe make allegations bi say eyade a chese Niger akore na kantuma chese mesba ho sensam ne ade anyina ebusua ebe ye bubruja it is se wo nipa nankasa mu na ebusua wo ho entia It is allowed. People can say whatever they want to say to you. But say wohuti nese wo gidie se nyamedwuma pa na wo ya meme shofo you ever na say dan kwa doza obi enu obeba bonte e beba begu nanim ase because odi chedi ampo nyankopon na eye adwuma menka asa Nigel mfa nyame nya adwuma but say eye nyamedwuma ena wankasa wo munim say eye nyamedwuma na wo ya me say obi enu ho no mo betumi egu wa actually nti Nigel that threat ena mercy you know ena that time you know na menji judiciary ni whatever you want to do you can do it now sisi ane de timemu for Kennedy supporters we are tired whatever you want to do you can do it if you want to sue Kennedy in Ghana if you want to sue Kennedy in US if you want to sue Kennedy in UK you can go ahead and do it send adana me kai me say menim say akompre ko hine Japan in as much as standing for the truth and near maybe on my year on the past I mean say ne onya kwanya ne se wo be sesane e man ka trust me say sane e man nyina wonye ena na Nigel ni abia wototo ayampe nya me won we san say onu ankasa ne party MPP ku ebusua o defend wo mo kuma wo mo mpo no mo de ne tenses kra ba bonte how much more say Nigel obeka say ene we gu nanim ase no de ne kokot eno enya news mame because ne party a o de ne sweat edi gu honom de ma wo mo mpo no ena obeso obedi party nanim ye na ye hwe de o mo de ye no but there is this man of God that me wachidie was nyankopon mu sa asofo ni mu prophet kwatin ka bibi se hwe eto ni atete apra pansan de obi ani gidie woni mu no sa nipa ne na twedi ampo nyankopon efa no no wehira no nipa na mo hu se we holy nipa na mo hu se oye righteous a wono na betumi aba bedi Ghana sa nipa nimpo no eyade a chese the heavens have rejected that person de ye hu se de ni so ohye de ye hu se wo mu ade de ye hu se odidi amanfo atem no he is the one twedi ampo nyankopon we yi ni se ombra meji wo man Ghana inti ne se obesi no se obeka den yafa no wo se obeye ne de yo se nyankopon na aka ebusua onipa no honoma wo betimi asesa now no yenko back na yenko she video na Nigel Gaisie ono aka se tu nanum to awo da aka se asofofo ni bebre na bekobo nsam jem Nigel na na ekan o se asofofo no bebre na wo mo bekobo nsam jem na anso honoma wo wie no se asofofo ahodo na bebre na hia deliverance enti wo hia deliverance na se ne akompre ko hia Agyapong wo magana fo nyina hu se wo hia deliverance nka busha na bone ne se yenko hwe Nigel Gaisie ono atu nanum tuo emra sesiye
nya we ase no mahina ya na ekan na at the end of the day obeko hell what's the essence of it
okay
asofo ni bi beko heaven me amika sese manhwe manamo ya metima ko heaven with no apology asofo ni bi omunya deliverance asofo ejati o 6 feet await all of us unya we ase no mahina ya na ekan na at the end of the day obeko hell what's the essence of it
okay
asofo ni bi beko heaven me amika sese manhwe manamo ya metima ko heaven with no apology asofo ni bi omunya deliverance that is Christianity into oni akuna be ne nyame be fa so wa manesa no ono so bajumba ono so hu obi obra ono so beboa na Ghana konani and I throw a challenge to any young man coming up that these are the people we should follow. And the people are cruising Range Rovers and blowing their wings and saying we have this and that, and it's not reflective in the life of the ordinary person. I throw a challenge to Asofo Kumasi, they should follow that path. Thursday are sorry no afre ma mi bi oton dokon wo se nyame abie wani uhu kuku ana pot no mu nyina ye hiafo ye hiafo na nye prayer nko a fa offering na che obi
no fan start
obi
ebusia we de anyame na make Nigel wa na woka wo se asofofo ni bebre na abeko he asofofo ni bi ho no ma wo mu hia deliverance ankasa 3 days today me hu obi ni video bi a ebusia chese cars no eseso beye force 5 na chese wa we ne red top na okra ni suit na obi kita phone na wo ye ni video na oya o se me kwafo car we okojina car no no afri car no no okọ next car no afri car no no okọ next car ye nyina ye ni mebusua de course wo kuro yi mu na me obi nim na nkasa so kura ba abonten betu na num to obeka se niema bi wo ho no ma kane na wo ya na sa niema ni nyina no na nya no kura no just there na me hu se ensema ache se Kennedy ohine Japan beka ye nyina no no kura. Kennedy was fighting for us, the innocent people, and na agrada da wo demu amafu nya gidie wonum we kura ye sika ga wi asemo we ye bra ache so wo be ye sofo and ye bra be ye evangelist mama part e bra no nya agrada evangelist mama part amafu tam wo mu gold ni ade e de ko sha agrada nsa amafo ekope wo mu sika kakra e de kopia mu because agrada ka kire wo mu se wo ba ye be chewu sika na so ko wi ehie no na wo mu mom de no wa ba beje e de akantam ne de so wo ebusua wo na wo mu ko asole nyina wo bi e ho no magesa agrada o ma wo mu 1 cedi na o ma wo mu 2 cedi osofu bi e hia se ebusua ye ahwe the beginning e be ko wi ehie no chese yenya sole ma ne kura de ye be de kura na ebusua ya na ye dende maye na so asofu fe wo mu be to kasa kase na me to de bia ya na me blame wo me blame ye ntimemufo asodi bia ma bewrem asori bia e ma bewrem agise wo ba nte se twede ayisofo bia bada sa asoforo chese onya ye hu na chese amafo teteto ade beche no no achinchim ne duku ono nko na wiase mo ha no yatepo nyina no esi na betu be hu oba no no te asoli de nti ato de bia asofo fe wo mo de ye yebusua wo mo mfa yen na enna chese Nigel Gaisie neni abedi achese wo condemn ade a Kennedy okumpre ko hine Japan didi no 10 years ago no munim said that time the prophet Agyapong ono so bebo Kennedy abaso obebo Kennedy abaso e ka se ade na akumpre ko hine Japan na ye no e yade ye chese oma example se kura ma me bi a chese sa ma me no ono de ofan krofu na wetreni wo mo intine wo ye hwafo na wo po obi ma na ba wa asole dem aba ye se de oye apache aba ye se de oye kwata aba ye se de nani efra ni ade nyina wo ba o charge wa neja wa ma nipa mienu nipa miensa wo mo mbra wa asole dem intine sofo no oye a o se woni me wati midinda minu we shiada dabi hu na je se nipa na nani efra no nipa nani abie me se prophet Agyapong enyo bia prophet Agyapong onu na ebo Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan na baso during that time say ade na wo ye no ade ye nti afie ba ne sei won kwa ne ye de ye o won kwa ene ye de ye wo sha ase ena Kennedy sei ena Kennedy sei ena abesiu Kennedy ena Nyankopon ma Kennedy meye mampanida me sei se eye Nyankopon kan na nipa da sani wudi ne ye adwuma no human being can disgrace God's church obi antumi ngu Nyankopon asori o obi antumi ngu Nyankopon asori me sesi so obi antumi ngu Nyankopon na asori. Enough of sometimes you need to check yourself also. Maybe I mean can't say when you're righteous, maybe who am I to judge somebody? But sometimes you need to check yourself also. As they are Kennedy yem maybe a chim. Men can't say oh yeah ni yo Debbie men can't. But one kasa wumuno. Sometimes you need to check yourself because nana Romeo dia me boy ebushamena me be kan. Eyo no na betu de num to mezba ho sensem ye nyina ne ye nintia nti afi yade yenkwe na yenkotie prophet Agyapong that time na ono so ebo Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan na ba so say yade oye no o ma na ma opia for want to aso ankasa yentie mra sisia.
Tonight I was watching Honorable Kennedy Agyapong deal with fake prophets. And I woke up this morning very provoked. That it had to take Honorable Kennedy Agyapong to do that house cleaning in the church. And some of what these prophets do, they have a woman in the eastern region somewhere. And as for her, she has trained people to pretend they are sick. And they will go and see this woman. And this woman will give them a busload of these people. And they will come to the church and pretend they are sick. And pretend they are healed. And then after that, they will receive 150 Ghana cedis, 150 Ghana cedis.
150 cedis.
Then one of the pastors also came and said, oh, as for us, these prophets, we don't believe in holiness. The women who come to the church after everybody is gone, we sleep with the prostitutes, we drink alcohol, we do all kinds of things. I woke up very provoked. That is a threat to the kingdom of God. It's a threat to the supernatural ministry. When I began in a miracle ministry, I didn't even like to lay hands. Because I want miracles that when God does it, you can't argue. I want miracles that you didn't say, oh, I touched it. No. I remember when we went to Kibi, a man got healed, and the whole town knew him. One hand was shot, and he couldn't lift it. And this man's hand was loosed, and everybody in Kibi knew him. I'm talking about miracles that are notable, undeniable.
Prophet Ajenasari and Yakwakote na bache said that time na wo bo Kennedy abaso say ade a wo ye no e ade ye san say tie word no or you say or expose fake pastors. So Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan was never against the church. Nyankopon wa sorry dan ya wasi tumi be na Kennedy was say ono no begu Nyankopon wa sorry dan. Kennedy has no rights only sa to me no. A fake pastors na not that time no na Kennedy ye against ozu bempa wo we mu say Kennedy beka bibi for ozu bempa ho oso for Kennedy beka bibi fa na ho meti e me so for Kennedy am beka bibi am fa na ho nti enough of Kennedy go sorry akompre ko hine Japan can never gu obi asore oni sa tumi odi begu obi asore eye twedi ampo Nyankopon na asore dan e na twedi ampo Nyankopon so na mani padom. If you are serving God in a righteous way, no human being born on earth and ebetimi egu na asore meto aso di amamu akwesi kwaten so spokesperson e de ma compare ko hine Japan na ene no wono so aba be reply eye NIGEL GAISIE na ono so ekotena asempa wa be bi a chese NIGEL kwotena ye na wakasa ye no one also train a telephone no so friend was ye Papa NIGEL aye ye wate dani de nyina ye ta to say wo kasem ba wonu de wo ka kire wo say Nyankopon fa Kennedy so say de be ya o de be sone eniema so esan say entetane na ya do osododo na amanfo egu Nyankopon wadwuma intino Kennedy wan sorry amfantia oso nyame asori na mbom no fake pastors and Kennedy sorry tia no wie no say Nyankopon wimpo ma Kennedy akombre ko hine Japan another chance say Sadia na wo ye mre bi etwem so expose asofofo no won san ye bioma onim sanka akompre ko hene Japan obeji atum no asan so expose asofofo credit no enko enfama asempa FM yentie Kennedy ni spokesperson no emrasisiye.
Good. And now we'll respond to Prophet Nigel GAISIE in Semna na wo kase yes.
Obi mama tofa.
Sure.
Asem Kennedy na say Obi. So we Pentecost elder.
Sure.
What was second make our asem?
Dabi.
No one comes off for penny asem.
Dabi.
Then I so for be there. One more say you are kind of sorry tia omo. The no say sorry tia sorry ni na. Then we call Presby. Presby moderator Ken and Can asem.
Sempa FM.
On come so for penny asem. Domia assembly Trinity when be tria me tight. One come asem. So and the other na wo de obeka ho asem na make up what she say the church as an institution has to come to a realization say it's made up of human beings, and so far as it's a human institution it has its flaws and its strengths, and so when those flaws are very synonymous with the human individual and the human personality. They carry the call the churches any payer and big to criticize ourselves near the Abayahom. Christ was the first person or over 2,000 years ago. A bear we are sorry who say one more at the Asori Dano at the Nigedi. One more they see and Tonto at the Yanoma and Fatayame Ejuma. Over 2,000 years ago, Christ Nyaku could grow yes Adam. A Christ Unyama idea Obefani person Ayajuma. And he said, we be Kosu assuring him, seem to be assuring him, Shemebu assuring him. And the people are now hiding under the umbrella of God, in the name of God, and exploiting the vulnerabilities of the church and the members of the church. They know Kamaphobia and car. Naked the Agyapong Beka. Then, Prophet Nigel say, Kennedy will go Asori and I say, we'll go the prophetic area. And yet, I want to state it as a matter of fact to say, anytime Kennedy Agyapong will get the opportunity again, God will use him strangely and mightily to still cleanse the church. One to the Papa at the Nasari time. Also, about Kennedy Agyapong Basso. When Yaku drew, then Yankopon denied the house cleaning. And so, what Ken was doing was not to say, Sebu, what I'm sorry enough. Now, Opusu good sorry, and Opusu good as of when be in my asset. Anything I know of Bian. Then Mumli Pebia. One more, Yame, a song. And then Juma, a cacao manim. One more, and no beer, Anthony, a woman Yamemono. Obaka will be almost a touch not my anointed. A very manipulative way to blackmail everybody into silence. Obi, politician, ya dear Nenya. You can't say what first come to see hospital, no one could see. Obi, and no one can answer. Obi, who can answer. I then a man of God, dear. One more. S-race. I don't want to even go into it, but normal those things you feel that the church of God, God cannot raise somebody to condemn that. And so if Kennedy was doing anything, all that Kennedy was doing was the highest form of evangelism. And here we are, Nigel. So I say, of course, now I know you say, hey, sorry, we just want to issue a reminder. Saying that we will be intimate with our sorry. God was very clear. See, be able to on what's the idea and no matter the income. The church cannot be executed. The church cannot be broken by any single individual. And what Ken did was just the highest form of evangelism.
Kennedy spokesperson and Kwesi Kwate and Yakwakoti and Yankoposi Bibia Bechem, then so no ready assembly and Tremuda. Kennedy accompany kwa in Japan wa megwo sorry na momno or be expose eye asofofo ni bia womu ye fake asofofo ni bia womu ye kronkromi mo bia de me se asofofo ni bia no womu ye fake womu no na accompany kwa in Japan e be expose womu. If you think say Kennedy account who bibi you do not agree, you think he lied on you, you want to go to court, muntina court ye see, and so you can go to court. May sure say bia wono so ni evidence no wo so okora so ni evidence ni e be finding na I am finding okora evidence na won so no we be disgrace wa on disgrace so say dem ka that time na wo mama fu akwanya no mo ba no mo de asem ne bantu obi na wa ba wa asole no e de asem no e be to de na so me shofo Kennedy expose no o shofo Kennedy am expose no, and Kennedy akompre kwa in Japan can never be against any church. He is rather against the fake pastors. Ebusi ametu aso di amamu aja say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so campaign no e yade emu aye danka sache say Bawumia sorry Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign America mu aye danka sa ne o be pia mu Ashanti region na nrada baby aja say Bawumia to bomb ba ne say wo to bomb na bomb ba ko Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to yebusia me madwe ho amenti ase ne say enam say Kennedy ba na Kennedy abeka maye we ya party no me my party no 4 million me ye we my party no me sponsor wo me to pickups ni ade de ma wo Kennedy ba no be ka bia yes Kennedy brag too much na no de ya Brian champion so ba bonten and Brian champion so be sha ase say ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 2024 campaign na wo ye no Eastern region ono Bawumia one city kra no wenyi eyo no Brian champion and and sponsor Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in 2024 campaign wo Eastern region. Sikata so shire ye ni sikata se komu no enye skaketwa. Eno so beka ya na je se Bawumia supporters especially one na je se wo mo wa TikTok no. Wo mo so be show mu na mo brage dodo na mo kasa dodo na mo brage dodo. Afia bushia ye da sole ya Bawumia so abeto bomb. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so ba ya. Wo so ono so 2024 campaign no. Wano so ekwache 300 pickups na minim se constituency bia no 276 constituencies. It is a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba no obeka se wano so distribute 300 pickups. I know some of the constituencies who didn't even get the pickups. Pickups are Kennedy Agyapong in Agyapong or the my MP before. Emo bia no hono man ya branding with ono Kennedy in the pictures there be pickups are Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yusu ye ne 300 pickups also obe distribute ye no ne nyina no na branded that just Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni phone ni ade nyina no ebo so na wo ka na asem nam say baby Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo kika kwede bia am say you are a fine gentleman. I like the way you don't insult ni ade but who can you wear the flag bearer of the NPP wo campaign. And now you shoot 300, we compare 300 pickups, they buy one year campaign. Into Saubana sounds so bad, they now because say you also gave them 300 pickups. Maybe I should campaign a campaign and I campaign and I made you campaign. And I campaign and maybe I Kennedy campaign and there be. It's your own campaign. Into one campaign and I will show some cabin to me breaking 8 in my MPP party. No, now one Casa campaign. I went to be breaking 8. Now I would work with 300 pickups. Now they are bail campaigner. And no show your idea, Sabia, young one way was some for Bessia near Bojo. So Babu about to say, hey, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and you, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, why are you there? Be Bawumia, Yan sao. A wow campaign, what? Into one campaign now compare 300 pickups the bay ya equal in favor of you. Na said ya na work as a me won Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia may ya done a pa but to the biana me didn't hoya kakra name. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ojina simpie so na work as a ebushia ased ya na nado dan ko ekufuado 1 year bibi papa bi amfa mbo ne dawo. De bia Bawumia beka sebia asa nanado wanye kese one city mpo na se de nanado dan kwakufuado wanye amfa mo aneda mo de yenkwe na yenkwo hwe video aja Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wono so oyi ne 300 pickups and the sponsor wono ankasa ne campaign tin yammonje ne so na bu short video yentie mra sisi
here pa say ye be win 2028 election here. But it is very important, say, your party follow political consistency in getting to 2028. Ushe Ghana said the nipa bebre akanta dano. Ghanaians, voters, omu rewarded political consistency. President Kufuor Baye to 1996, obenya 39%. But MPP yes sandi ni bae na okodi nkunim. Mills bae onya 43% 2000. NDC sandi ni bae 2004 okonya 44%. Na omusandi ni bae 2008 ena okowini ye. Na Akufo-Addo bae 2208 wenya 2012 wenya yesandi ni bae 2016 ena obenya ye. John Mahama 2016 wenya yes and in by 2020 wenya yes and in by 2024 and also be the presidency say senti the idea eye one no uhwe Ghana ye voting abakosema who said since 1992 president bia or hand over power ama obia onino akọ contest da uhwe Rawlings obe handi power emma President Kufuor omuko contest 1996 and yes sir President Kufuor be hand over power or the man at Mills omuko contest and yes sir 2000 early 2004 Mills we are not the man Mahama but Mahama over handing over power or the man Akufo-Addo or no Akufo-Addo na equal contest Akufo-Addo ever hand over power or the why Mahama omoko contest 2029 Mahama obe hand over power ama why It's very simple. Enti hand over power. You follow our trajectory now. The Bema Dr. Bawumia. But yes, sign a candidate here.
Mahmoud Bawumia, and away Ocha say, ban one abrenia brebia, wom de kukromotino kwa bana. Ya na womo tua bano, de ma ye nipa say, why consistent nipa just one no, wo just into ye shy, just say na Bawumia, nanado dan kwekufuado, ya de ne 3 times or and ye share your former president Kufuashwa, one also ya de ne 2 times, and what they Bawumia media de Bawumia de atame se diaba atame se handle over edema we handle over the mawe into ono so de do ne so nkwa de a e wo se yesa so repeat ni biom na ya na mi bisa se busuam se wo kɔ pa adwuma wo beebi na adwuma na wo kɔ akɔpɛ no wo kɔ ni e ka kire o se da bi ye hyewa wontumi nye adwuma na me pa twowo do you still go back to baby na wo kɔ akɔpɛ adwuma na yamfa no will you still go back and then tell them say Debbie na mo se menya basisi ane de me samba next year mo san we me ntwe se me ya na would you do that sometimes it was make am say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or you fine gentleman do but to de bi a wono na ya na wo okeka ne hu sisi ani ye ne niam bi na ma ni nyira no ebe pie mu ha ti memfo say we cannot repeat you again. Okay, ebi so na Kennedy define X na wakaye no. Ebi na MPP amanyoko no. Woma ye ready so mo betena fie 2040 because sentisa say 2040 asem na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo kam. I am not sure say obesan ba no ba be cheche nsem mu. Sisi ane wo 2025. John Dramani Mahama mbu na memu onwie no ne yedu 2028. Nipa fufuro beba say wo kire 4 years so. Inti nipa fufuro beba no age say 2032 sa 2032 ne candidate obeba de ama NDC no obo adwuma no ya de panko ade a 2038 2036 ye be mana to aso into obeto aso 2036 de na say MPP 2040 asemo de Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na ni abedi a wo kire mu ni ade yina no eye 2040 asem ena sa ade we ho abusua na Rodan Kufuado na wonye wo bia vice president o eya ni ye kana we de we ko mienu ni ye de we ko miensa na nado na wonye wo bia vice president ye former president Kufuor na wonye wo bia vice president o ne figures are increase ye enunti na ye man na kwanya ne say onsanko bio but when it comes to you were the vice president and some money e ko so MPP amamo oni mu nyina no na wo ka ho bi. You were the economic management team leader. One abeka ubrofo akase when the fundamentals are read the exchange rate to the spot this one na just obeka so watch dollar ne dia hyede mu ni ade the people you are mentioning their name me pa chow Kufuor na wonye vice o na Rodan Kufuor na wonye vice president to obi but when it comes to you were the vice president of Rodan Kufuor ye hu wa memo pain ti memfo say yempel like we don't like you cannot help us. O calculation ni ade na eja wo ye ne de ye former vice president ye besere ye papa say o be so ni ye di amaye wate hwe ni ye maye papa you can do your campaign, say the things you will do nyame ya dum na ba niema wo be ye di abo amanfo yina it is allowed, it is okay wo betumi aye no but what try say we ye data man the data will expose you one day. Yes, MPP for NDC. One NDC for na yenim so wo mudi obi ba first timer. Nipa ni bedi nkunim MPP yen for be my first timer nipa ni ndi nkunim da. Inti no mo betena wono mama NDC for wo mudi obi aba first time 2028 mana bedi nkunim ana. Masa edubu aye no obo ne homodin a ebusua anka ya ma ayi Kufuor ambe contest no. Kufuor ba ye no ni de ne ko nanim o increase ye. Eno na 2000 otumi bedi nkunim 2000 2004 2008 otwawie ye na Rodan Kufuor so ba ye ono so kwa first round ebusua ono so increase ye ba Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo de ye ko echire wo beti Ghana for vote so MPP for vote so say who and you are still telling us about we are still talking about consistency. Inti yentina honoma na NDC amanyoko no wo mofa wo bi mra 2028 na nipa ni bedi nkunim ne yanka se NDC for de bia wo de obi ba first time nipa bedi nkunim na Ghana for MPP supporters enche yankosi 2032 calculation pa na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia busua wa ye ne sa na busua fi de yanko na yanko hwe ni video a wo kire se wono no sponsor 300 pickups nti sa 300 pickups a chese o sponsor ye no chese sa pickups ni nyina no ya ade a chese wo ho no ma chese forgetting say na wono na flag bearer de ma MPP o minim Sena ni refi se eye wonu na ye flag bearer edema MPP amanyokuo no just who ye flag bearer na edu be ye campaign na work over 300 pekas dey buso ade abo wa campaign we ya ade a wo se nipa bebo wa baso ana we eye ade a wo se nipa bebo wa baso ne be ka se hey Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wa ya ade o wa campaign wa sponsor 300 campaign na Kennedy akompre ko ile Japan na won ka ho campaigner Brian Agyapong na one can so to me sponsor eye one kasa constituent Eastern region or to me sponsor ye campaigner or to me sponsor you how much were you ever see a video no e wo hono ma me share so be ka me hono yakọ na yakọ akotie eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo kire se wono ne sponsor campaign with 300 pickups MRCC ya
Mabua party eze the year member ember abonti ember camp 2024 elections sika mitime raise Emma party no ABC that ewo your party history ABC that pickups are yet minimum constituencies over the regions over 300 pickups and say you see in the constituencies say in the constituencies the pickups are being used. Yamabua party eze the year member ember abonti ember camp 2024 elections sika mitime raise Emma party no ABC that ewo your party history ABC that pickups are yet minimum constituencies over the regions over 300 pickups and say you see in the constituencies say in the constituencies, the pickups are being used.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no waso no wabo party de pa ban prepi no eya no ma bonten bekentin mu bu ho no ma wo ye bebi ma party no kura na eya de mu bi se mu ka se Kennedy brage Brian Beka ne de mu so brage sisi Bawumia so no so bo party no with 300 pickups be pa cho ono so brage ana worry the end obi na push no oba be chire but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho ma me fa kwanya we so na mintu fo kakra enkwafo bi ho no ma wo mu ka campaign team ne wa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia trust me they are doing you more harm ane yes nipa nyina no ebeka ho a ene yema but enye obi asa akeke ene wo say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia utumi ejinitum there are people who are with you not because they think you are capable of becoming the vice president or the president of this country but they are with you because of their selfish interest me who video be circulate wa be fonten time video so and I am very sad and no nipa nankasa nenu masem enande ye be yusu e de ajeji nipa no I am talking about Katie Hammond Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne campaign na wo ye nyina no e no so aba no wa hya ase ane 1990s ni mu na ne ye pesika de akekere party no aye bia no na sankrofo na nne wo mo frɛ wo mo se wo mo yesikafo no na sankrofo ni nyina no na wo mo we oka na asɛm ye ya na say Katie Hammond enyo obi agese ne tirimu afu fita bia na busu wo nya nsampa Katie Hammond, you are gone. You are an old man. I don't say I was expecting you to say something tangible. I was expecting you to say something reasonable. But once I can idea no me huni tiri e huni nine because 1990s now wo see wo kire se enkrofo and wo so mo yesika for no where were they no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was nowhere to be found. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wasn't even an MPP member that time. No, ye NDC ni. That time, na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na mo no, na wo ye NDC ni, na wo ye MPP ni. Bawumia oba party ni wo da ben. Iti no se Bawumia open crofo, mo ma beka o campaign hu mo ma ba beka sama wa. Enye obi asa akekere wo se ofa no. Katie Hammond so ye lawyer na so busha me no mienu. Me hu da Katie Hammond so de obi asema bedi ne sama wa court man na di nkuni. Me hu obi da. I have never seen Katie Amon in court that, and as I quoted you, what they are told, I don't know. I stand to be corrected, though. Me who's a Katie Amon? Well, quote that, so could you be a summer man? Internet, the lawyer and lawyer, the bush, lawyer and lawyer, saying, and a penny to sell. Or be a war parliamental so many years. Saba pena adansia sokwa. Obeka chire nkrofo e wo honom se wo mutise kubei. Man you lose the seat. The disrespect, the jovial things, just say, I don't know the rightful word to use for him. Say, and Uncle Fano, so Musicano, one for Musicana, ye for. Now, Katie Amonti, oh, Yana ya the pass. Just say, and Crawford join the Baumia team, Nebusia, me dream one in Tiasie. Oh, here ya the part, just say, Modia Chichim, Mohonia, dear Gina, just say, oh, bien jam, just say, we here for, just say, oh, Yana ya the pa. I don't know, say, oh, here na World Cup because said your woman ya biddy, and they teach the woman, and a ye here for, and ye here for Katie Amon, who are we hearing? Who you hearing? Or be an another now, Kokufado, ever for Minister for Trade, who you hearing? Cano crow, who you hearing? Near me on my mamma Yawati. And now when you biddy, I will campaign the Amabawumia, or be a Cassaman campaigning for Amabawumia. Obia will right and say, Obe choosing the power person will campaign ni mano. But you this same Katie Yawan. Kai who say emrebe do ye na wo kwa jina ho no ma wo throw shots ni ade. Emrebe do ye Canada compare ko hene Japan e be pie mu constituency na man for to abade ma ho. Akompre akukuro ya onu an na be pie mu constituency. E go to a time na was say Kennedy e de pickups esi o man na FM Madina na amafo befo e be pie mu adanse aso kwade kokromoti no e be to abade ma wo. Ena nkrofo o maka say ena Bawumia ye kremoni eno ntina ya to abade fa ma wo no o say ye mbodam sem no no kra no no so o ye kremoni na amafo to abama no and why ye MP for so many years. A grown up saying these things. Papa Penny Awokasa say, and some fatal. Ebisi ayenti eketi amone nsem emra sisiye.
Oye kremoni, if you want to be the president, abodam sem say you can wagara ha. Ya can as a party the name you see I hear say ye ni esikafo and ye here for na ye here for the party no abro your party no me ka ho ye de join Dr. Bawumia I here for the no. Tam na ye pesika ye dia ye MPP no enesika for no omo he asama me pesa me kana no aye me wo we na mpotwa de edi twa ye pesika 1990s na ansa na ye te ye party na ye sika no ede ye de be edu point be 2000 election 1999 no ni ye ni kapreba. Remember to see why you call baby, you call pay sika. I mean, you did MPP, a party, you did buy winning machine. No, sad dependent no one day was kind no money baby. No one more cap ready. Yadia, you two sakwa no. Monte say ye gay, do more gada has say. I didn't even be a dean, yes, ye be co. But mo yet was for Musia, Mumisa won't say, and son MPP ever win the first election. No, and remember, don't discover, I don't want him. And Bibiaba, a bima for Quabiso, what when you scatty chow, nobody triumph. Let me come here for a party no ho. I brought your party to make a ho. Dr. Bawumia will come home. I pay that work, Shabro Fubi. Oshamosa was say, unfortunately, some of us do not have the kind of money that is being splashed around, just like the rest of you. Me too, me not to be common. You are Padakasa. Only says can be. More says can be no. One the only delegate no. Omo ye says can be. More musikano. Monfa. Party no. A member. Moja. And the idea. And as I saw for. And nezona medasu di jinano. Ye jinano. And yesika sab. Woman sabri say. Ebi mo adibia ye eti mo ma yansu yankwa dibi ye dibi na busubu dibi oma no sikadie nkwa na aba sika oma ne mu sikadie nkwa na aba ne nanse ye kwa ye election no mo ba kaya obi bibia wo penti ya brega na ha bre campaign na Dr. Bawumia oya campaign ya the half ni ya de ka apacha amagana for no obi orun kwa ne bibia wo penti na ye wie ya na ye begina say oye kramoni if you want to be the president abodam say ye can wagara ha.
I stand to be correct, but sure, as I'm a Katie Amon Ekano, I don't know if I am the only person that feels this way, but I'm more emotional, much or comment section. Do you see any sense in what he is saying? Because men shut down who niti and who nine and who yan se biara a woman, what I say, nano ada and waka brofubi. Just say, you people, your focus is still about brofo, massa. Baby, I hear Bruce is here and your brofo ni ebedi adao. Katie Amon, and ye brofo, and ye bediada inti enough of a car brofo, nanadu dan kwekufuado beba, brofo bempa, na nanadu dan kwekufuado bushia, one can show Korea shadow of the ye. And ye nanadu dan kwekufuado Koya and a becca and say yet to see castle so accommodate. And you know, Becca says he can't pay the day. Ever shall ye yo, shall ye ye, and yammy one. Nyame wama kura o Katie Amon and nyame wama san say o say cheme sabo shuna mu kura betu na room to pay aka kire Ghana for say ye pede e wote brofo a je so kwa ye mefo betumi akwa brofo akese into the Katie Amon wo ba na be kasa de we kire me enye wonwa but o hia nya de pa sebi penifo mo fa ncha me munya ichimie no na munya se mu de o hia na chekere mo ho no. And a man for Biaba, and Woma Bedisika, and Woma Baba, and Woma who said, Tam, Katie Amon, AU village, maybe sans a wine dear. And AU village, a wine dear. Me so quas a day after my Kennedy or Agyapong Wati. So, won you na ye and na, she ye na one say anything. Nobody is going to force you to join anybody's campaign. Mimiti, hey, or be to me for some time called join you, Obi. Eye de me pena meye nti Katie Amon eye de wo so wo pe na obeye ba sa wo ka say ya no ahwe yie ba wo mia na wo ka wo gira ne platform so a wani abede na wo kasa no tema na mo so mo chekere party ba wo mia no no wen se wo se ya chekere party no na Kennedy ne Brian champion na ne wo mo chese wo mo yesikafo no na wo mi ni ho no ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no wen maton Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia MPP abai 32 years maton Bawumia 16 years amoton Bawumia wan fam puntuduma fa ne ma papa bia ma mo magana fo se nya aso mo sa magana fo enya aso nipa na wo kire se wedi sika ene wanya no hotam ena onye bibia no niema ni mpuntudwuma Kennedy akompre ko hine Agyapong wa ye Katie Amon adanse asokwa nyina mame factory ba ko wasiesi ho adanse mame factory ba ko pa wasidiesi ho nom enra na Kennedy ewo bono region Kennedy kasa no oba be kasa omo be PM wo honom no munya accident ni ade omo bono regional hospital wo honom no o promise wo so obetompa ene wheelchair dia ama wo mansa na wo mefiri ho akompre ko hine Agyapong na mo sori a mudi join Ghana fu asum ene MPP for na man contract MPP for na man contract on one e be ka che yen say from 2021 Ekosi 2024 August contract a your friend contract yes season ni nyina wo no akompre ko hine Agyapong wanya bi enti ya na mo ye NIPP for contract na e ma ni bedru ha e na wo ma ne contract sa contract na bi na bushua wo de ye mpuntundwuma de bu atimemufo sanka Ghana obi enya contract no obi decide sa contract onya ye no wo di siesie o man Ghana ko man Ghana be fa ne ntuma pefra MPP thank you to wa jese mapiem wa Ashanti regional mukwa pra student ba kwa Kennedy ne kwa konfanoche that was when our cotton pass ato wheelchair de ma wo mo yet your mind sanka pani bia wanya sika bia na sabi wo si cardio center de ama yanka o man Ghana na nka ntumpa wana wunyi nipa ya eya men se ni din wunyi nipa ya men se ni din na to de bia wo hu se wo ya dia don't take it say na we dey say ja ye keke bi kire ye ho na ye wie nipa obedi nkunim no edu general election na ya ka ye ho abom na ye campaign sa bubuja na mudidi Kennedy 2024 wa wodi hu ebufu even as the time na ye campaign na odi ya wo na kuba mu wie ye sa be blame say na mo no ne so na MPP lose 2024 election mo wiye mo bu ni fa so edidi na tem ede ne tenses ba bonten be kan nsem fata de fa no mo wiye no e na mo san be ka kire Ghana for say nam ne so e na MPP elusi 2024 election che se dani de nyina wo peso mo kire say candidate na wo mo present ne de aboni bi eni ne hu keti ya monaka Bawumia na nkasa mu sabre kure busua me ne mo kase shubi shwame former MP de maswame honorable say chairman sabunsu ono so abeka ono so kware okotena wuntu media station so ono so bekan oso otu kwan no chese constituency ba kokoye no na chese internal matters amanfo audio sini ade na ye body ye campaign di tia chese Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne de chese boni bie ne ho and I sometimes feel bad say me say me chese inti Ghana for ankoto aba no are you people trying to tell me say they didn't know say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na wo ye economic messiah no oka hu bi na ma MPP luzi ya na me hu Bawumia su video bi ebusia no so ahya ase circulate Bawumia na mu ka kire Ghana for say my kokwe reporter ekoye abesi nne wo ma fa ma abonti ma obi ehun ye no ena honorable say chairman sabonsu wono so ni chairman wutu we so reporter wo ye wa Ashanti region because Asante fa hodo na say Asante mana nkoto oba ni bebre na fama MPP no wo so reporter wo ye na wo mo kire say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de onka hu kra che say we no mo we ye na busia Bawumia nim hu hwio winner MPP every 2024 no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onim ho hwe just say it is not about his religion, it is not about kura wo free mu, it is not about the economy just amanfo na no mu buefu no mankoto aba be say the person who was the economic messiah nipa na no ka MPP aban ho nipa wo ka na na rodan ko akufo ado aban ho amanfo ankoto aba no mo ka kire yen say the person was innocent and you expect us to believe this thing ebso ayenti ono abo say chairman sabunsu emra sisiye
ya na reho ati asensem anya no kure chese nipa ne bi ka bia kra de kusi ne yere so areho se pese ye ka ye to aba ewie ni etimi ka bomu a sane ma no se yefiri ho in fact ye to aba ewie chema untumi Ashanti region di hu eni hu bi edanenti no chema untumi ni regional executives na ko ye meeting na mo ye said e bi di esi ye hu bi da wa Ashanti region ye mode bo na ankwe animu kra nti omote ba asomfo me no mode me eto ano ye hwehwemu wa Ashanti region ha sei no hwehwemu no kire se pia ayede wo ye ho anu ye asem aye ketietia ye ho no eka ho bi ena ma yedi nkugu eka ho bi ni ma yedi nkugu me ye beto aba ne mu ho no minya kwan ko bui na me ko ye ma de bi bui kronum na anapa me kodu ha anajo anapa me sorry na me ko bebi ana me kodi djuma no krom ho no bebi ana me nam information centers awo ho ensamo a ye mu bini omo yakantia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no eno no mo de hye information center no mo bo e kire amanfo. It was sad na party for nonsem na reho enti Ahmed Ibrahim and never ye also for here local government so the constituency na a friend nam Ahmed na na ye wo hey no constituency was a leader say dey no ntoka basa dey akeke nyina aka ho na ministry ya na basa dey wo ye dey jewu was ya so dey say me dey me go kan hwe mo na makeke masem afa Bawumia ho ndi me ka dem adanse mo di afa Bawumia ho ama me nkrofo ate say etu aba na na nyi ya na reho ewemu aye na Ashanti region na kire se sa ne ma na ka ho bi ne ma ye lusuye Professor Okwei report na be kire se e ka ho bi ne ma ye lusuye Conrad Adina Foundation report omo ye no e kire se sa no ya asempia de wo ye no e ka ho bi ne ma ye lusuye nti am before yɛnsua bibia mfi saa deɛ no mu a yɛsan hyɛ aseɛ sɛ meyɛyi ɛna ha me ɛne ha me ebiewu keke ɛnɛ yi deɛ nkurɔfoɔ bi kora pia nneɛma bi bɛhyɛ mu a wohunu baabi afiri ba ebi ne sɛ yɛsɛ ɛna ɔyɛ kremoni ɔyɛ sremoni nti na ɛna yɛanto aba ama no keke ɛno nso so nyɛ no korɛ nhwɛmu a yɛyɛɛyɛ wɔ Ashanti region ha no me no ka sɛ krakye bia bɛwura dɛm ha yɛfrɛ no ayi Dennis Kwakwa nhwɛmu a yɛyɛ no Ashanti region no medeɛ na meda wɔ mu nyinaa no nanso maybe I'm going to man could be at Miss Mete subcommittees na yɛtete no krakye a wabahi a yɛfrɛ no Dennis Kwakwa no di mu akotene ɔno so ne nkurɔfoɔ bi ɔne teams ne make baabi yɛpani baako honorable AC in team no a former member of parliament or Offense North and former deputy minister for local government no so di teams ne baako anim I think there are about 4 or 5 teams and 5 teams and omokoye university lecturers bi no mo so kan ho and omoko sade no former chairman of a constituency Mr. Kwabena Jumo no Bantama constituency chairman no so eda ekuba ko ano nti known and active members of the party and akoye san hwemu no minia ewemu omode ba ye no na saa nsɛm ankrofo de ba sɛ wɔyɛ siremuni yɛ kremuni nti no na report no ankyerɛ saa in fact ɔmo bɛkɔ no na saa nsɛm no nam mframamu ho nti me de share questionnaire no mu sɛ look mokɔ a saa sɛ mummisa apart from questions bebree a mo de kɔ no mo fa no nka ho sɛ maybe the first time MPP yɛ de esremuni adi ku n'anim eka ho bi na ma nkunimdie na amba na afei ye performance so anwie kura man na ndom bi sa kwesa na ye ma bi sa bia no dabi anya no no ma say bisa say na the first time ye di kremuni abedi ku n'anim so ka ho bia na dabi keke saa sam nam ko bisa nya party for ngo ngo bisa yo omuko dwom omuko lorry stations trotro stations taxis mu obi kura ho ha bia mbeko outlying constituencies ni bi no obi na obi ko afuom ono na yire ne ma na mo ne bo anan no mu bisa wo mo sansem na omuko choba omuko baby a omu pamade messing for God is there. So it was cross sectional. I'm a borrow schools to be muko be a teacher for. I'm a call hospital could be nurses. Any doctors need be. And he Remono and support to
Ebusi honorable say chairman Sabonsu eni akwakotie na ban he is still trying to tell Ghana for say NPP losing 2024 election no ade achese Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia not because we kremoni ana say bibi da bi oni mu hwe na mmom no ade achese amafo nsama wo mo kekan no sansem no ni nyina no eka ho bi ena ema NPP amanyoko no wo mo losing 2024 election na ukọ comment section na say busuanya asem getwa Emilia Simimi sound about say chairman Sabonsu say 8 years ni achese wo ba be mu 8 years ni achese mo ba be mu honorable say chairman Sabonsu wan kasa wo mu no company dudu osan ana say putudwuma ben e na wan kasa wo nkrofo so amefo wutumi ye de ma wo mo oso wuchu mu tan a ade achese akompre ko hine Japan ba na Kennedy be ya flag bearer o say chairman Sabonsu according to Emilia o say wujane ankase say krom ha ye be de no enya asam keto hara ATP atena sia ne sebusua or the newspaper review no ebreye ATP
nana ya se
bibi aboko de
yesu adom na nso
nyankopon adom hu ye papa papa ja ne nkrata ne nsema aba wo mpensempense mu ma ye
okay nana ya se wena awie yi de ma me fa daily guide en fa ma yetie fo ni ahwefo nyina kwa ba en fa mra enne de dwumedie su nene krata daily guide ba amane se we hwe krata ne mu asane se ye mampani JDM ne foni da ha sei kama sanso na Dr. Bawumia ni su infoni da ha na nsema Dr. Bawumia kan nyina se na proba wo bo no ya asantemantam mu ase no ne nsema wo ka se sia MPP ndi samanuku a so modom kokromoti kwato aba na man ne sia na ya too much rodo ade achi ade se nyina no ne se ye chi MPP amanuku no ade chi ane se ye chi TikTokers ade se abachi bie den se chama wo zi ade abronya DC na adru ne so wo se de ndi samanuku no ye mampani JDM ye ndie no kra ne daily guide kan wasem enso ewa ha wonya bia no akomu sukọ no wakenkan nyina bi kama soso edi amaye na ena wo bepie mu ya santemantam ababi efre no mamponten a ukopie mu wono se de wi se yesimi ebubu amanfo kiosks ne stores ahodo na enye fediagro ni nyina ne so mo pese o mo ya akwan bebre na se de be ya akwan ne mu be kese na akwanhie bia ensi na MP ene regional minister ne so mo de asi ani a enye fediagro na wonya dedi guide a no akomu sukọ no wakenkan nyina bi enso edi amaye na police form ensa aso enkrofo bi mu a na se omochi na se parcel 350 ni nyina sa wi bi India India one ni bi pa ne krata daily guide kan wasem ewa ha ebusuya wunya bia no akomu sukọ no akenkan nyina bi kama soso de amaye kama na JTech for NSS okopie mo university schools ahodo bebre na wo honoma o ma shate rooms ni bebre na se buildings ni bebre na da because omo ni se niema omo de ya na se enheda emwa school no ema school no intimate tumpoma ene krata daily guide kan wasem ewa ha wunya bia ukomu sukọ no akenkan nyina bi kama soso de amaye mede ukwa de Ghanaian Times na be piemu ewo the Ghanaian Times so a nya se UNDP 4 ene kase katafo to so dumienu eno mo se o man Ghana sika se ye hwere from January to December $520 million a ene krata kan wasem enso ha wonya bia no akomo sukọ no akenkan nyina bi enso kama so de amaye te se de se economy ne se konani makasa nya se mampani JDM baye no wo bo ne homodin papa ye ntino ye economy na etimi expande recall 6.3% a ene krata ebo ho amane ewa ha wonya bia katafo etoso du 9 no obetimi akomu sukọ na wakenkan nyina bi enso so edamaye ne se SOS for esomu hia emwa pa di free mampani wono muntino mampani ebe entro nani show go se sia ne mo ayedin papa ene ICU for enso eka wasem enso ha wonya kratafe to so duba kwa na wakenkan nyina bi kama so ede amaye Ghanaian Times na no wase wakomu sukọ na wakenkan nyina bi enso so edama na okopie mo nkramante mainu da eja hihye bebre na ekoso wo honoma warehouse ene efie makomako wo chese ja no esa ahye nyina drebe esa ebusuafo nyina entimi amfamu ba ko pen ne krata the Ghanaian Times enso eka hwasem enso ha wonya bia ukomu sukwa no wakenkan nyina bi kama so ede amaye mede ukọ the dispatch na be pie mo the dispatcher ese ni aba na MPP amanuku ni mabusuya ese anno Kennedy ohine Agyapong ne team Dr. Bawumia se yansan so ma ne second chance bi na afenso so Brian Champon kwabre Agyapong na o se ya wadi twum ba ye bepie ne NDC amanuku ni ma ye mu busa se ne ese ya no ye mampani JDM wi ahwan na eba ebi mu se Julius Debra ebi mu so se esi edu enketia na me ne wo kasa enso so de na se opoku fosu so de ne ho aba be boss esi ano wo ba be kan esi edun katia enu Julius Debra hone so munyina e de akansi na kwa akosi ani ahwe do betimi edi nkunim Nyankopon bo a abato mbe kwa akwoto na ese wotimi ledi NDC Nyankopon bo a 2028 a ene krata dispatch ka se esi edun katia Julius Debra na afen so poku fosu hwan ene se fata so betimi ledi MDC amanuku na dispatch ebo ho amanebo enso ewa ha se na oba asia se susu a krata yi kan wasem se former road minister so losing a wife and a clatter a clatter to sudum yen to bia and wakomusu corners walking kind yes our former road minister no ni pakrones wetimi akenkan say ya consem and our de mana neja walking kind in become so edi amaye na oba na sia say so ane say ye Dr. Bawumia Mr. Digital Man ni phone eda ha say kama nyankopon boa on the 31st January 2026 and say prime minister no eba bekoso wa Omanga ne mu ase a enye fediagres campaign no asha ase a ekwoso amanfo eto ayam piankasa edeba park ne so na we na MPB aprede se de tie bia no Dr. Bawumia ne bedi nkuni ma bato ya nyankopon bon 31 January so mo kwakwa akotwe mu po mo si Dr. Bawumia ne because Dr. Bawumia e wo vision obetima boa so ko first one na samwana ne second come media na se ne second term medium obetimi di nkuni ma Omanga na afane to my pefra and the dispatch and so can wasem and sabusu wonya bia no akomusuko no akenkan nyina become asoso di amaye e wede supreme so na se Katie Hamod ni phone eda ha say ase nche bia ne won se na ya sewa ebo ni video bia and na we ye campaign Dr. Bawumia yes okojina pinsie so kekan se bia nsem fata de kire Canada ye nyenim se oni Canada hin Japan ai na so ye huni se ye from ye ba akoma de ni Seja obi atimi gina baabi tutu ayampia ne so Katie Hamod de wo se de bo no ti so dogo bi no abe wo kromase a esensema wo keka no ano odin ye papa ne kratan so kan wasem enso ha wonya bia no akomusuko no akenkan nyina bi enso de amaye sa so na prophet NIGEL GAISIE enso ba asiase a Nifoni eda ha say na ni nyina ye Canada wo hine Japan versus NIGEL GAISIE ntokwa ese do muntama akoye bibie wo ho no ne so akwa ese boko entokwa de bia da na esa adicha de sane ese move blin wo se wo no NIGEL GAISIE obe make sure pa se wo de Canada wo hine Japan bekwa akogina amna ne kosa asem na na anu ada na se ne bia wo ye ni bre bia atwum no eso amana ha ne ye papa penke ka de ko ofi adrom pokura nu no ho ntinde tie bia no wode ne bekwa akogina emra no na emra no eni na de ne kratai enso so kan wasem enso ha tapsna PC appeal fori obonso ai don say Brian Champon say Brian Champon mo do mo support nyina de my Brian Champon so mo say Brian Champon wani suade hu obetima boa ama Omanga na fa ne ntoma pa efre ne kratai enso so ebo ho amane enso ha say na wokopie mo trasa konso so a ezesa amanfo dan ye bubu no enye fediago na senya santimanta mu asenko a ukopie mo nkramanta mu so a ebi ekoso den wo hono ma supreme kan wasema wonya bia ukomusuko anu akenkan nyina bi kama so de amaye Medo kwa the Chronicle na be piem the Chronicle so a na se na anu ada manso de na se akoye bibie wo ho no mankasa mpanifo ntimi mpie enkura kosuku na so mo ne na mwuram a na nya fida no nyina ya soldiers for na omo amutu galamse wo ho no mananka soldiers for ne kwa kwhwe se de be a galamse ate se wo Omanga na mu ase yenso yensa se wo kroma se no anka to etu betwa na nso ekoda na etuma mento wo ho no man na me no kasa assemblyman anytime muni ba ko honom no wafiri mu ne kratai kan wasem se sia no moda soldiers for de bebre na kwa kopie mu honom a wo mo ehwe se bibia asumdue ebetimi aba wo honom ne kratai enso kan wasem enso e wa hase na wo kopie mu ye Agran West so delegates wo hon so etro mo support nyina enso edama Brian Champon se Brian Champon na ene ko no eno mo pe no no betima boa ama MPP afa ne to mapa efra na wo klasa fa etoso miensa no so be pie mo the Chronicle na se Niger aye friend no ni din na amade but we businessman we Nigeria oni nsema wo kanyina ene se waba be pie mo we Omanga na mo ase businessman bi o wa say no so so mo de ne fa kwan bia eso nye ba police force o my ready say sankrofoni nyina no wo mo ebechi wo mo ne the Chronicle enso so kan wasem enso e wo hase me de wo Daybreak na be pie mu so wo Daybreak enso so a na say Dr. Bawumia ni phone eda ha say kama na nifoni ni sama waka nyina ene se ena we se edi tumi eda ma endi sama nuko na ese ne ade chi ade se be ne so mo to ayampia ade chi ade se be ne so mo chi eye MPP ama nuko no anya chama wuntumi e be tiktokers anya tiktokers ne se abro nye di se anche kro no Dr. Bawumia kra ye de hankop aba ba gu ni nsa ena krata dey break e bo ho amane se ye ma pani dada be de chire Dr. Bawumia se ade na endi sama nuko no ye no eye don no ni kwanse wo mo yesa na Ghana for edo mo kromoti koto aba ede ma mo endi sama nuko ni se wo mo mra no mo be yemputu nyuma bo hye bebre ba mo hye no mo mra embedi so nti na Ghana for enya gidie e wo mu a wo mo dom kromoti ekoto aba no ede mount no eni kwanse wo mo eyese ne krata day break e kan wasem wo ha wonya bia ukwo musukwa no akenkan ni nyina bi kama so edi amaye na ukopie mu enso so woye UEW aye University of Cape Coast na said ye kwosho wo hono ye se e abato bi e kwosho a ese tension na wo honom no enye fediagro na kratai enso e kan wasem enso e wa say galamsi ate se wo manga na emu ase na ukopie mu wo militaries ahodo bebre wo manga na emu ase a ye so matimi asizi e 556 e excavators eno so kratai enso e kan wasem enso e wa say na ukopie mu e wo sampan so a ye se maami bia ese wo ton ade wo honom wa hwere ne kwaya ya enam de wi a hono market ni simi etie de wi a ne hono masima choke no wo ntimi nhomenti no afamum ahwere ne nkwan ne krata day break so e bo ho amane wa ha wonya bia no akomusuko no akenkan ne nyina bi enso e de amayen Medewo go daily graphic na be PM daily graphic so a na say ye man pani JDM ni phone eda ha say na ne nyina ye no ada wani medias no ehia na enye fediagra e na question upon questions de ye busa na bi papa ya na enye fediagro na krata daily graphic e kan wasem sem e galamsi a e say ye pe hu press bia de bia da de chance bia na so mugu so a e say mu tu galamsi a ma asase ya ene ye nsuo mu nyina e say ahonhom e wo bu nyina ebuafu na ye man pani JDM so no aye share Ghana for bose obehwe ama galamsi ati se wo man Ghana mu ase no etu atime 20 de tie bia no wo de ne nan no ebesi form ama ni nyina etu atwa ne kratai enso e kan wasem enso e wa ase na oba krata fa eto so eyedu miensan so a ne se from January abesi eye September yi ne se eye economy no ese kona ni papa ne se man pani JDM any ND samanuku no e bo am ho modern papa na 6.3% ne se economy netima rise kona ni na se ye man 4 years na obetima ya ade ama man Ghana tima fa ne tuma pefra na kratai enso so e kan wasem enso ha e wakata fa to so do miensa honoma ene eso omo edu tumi show monsem eku omo ye suicide no na se cases e ba o man Ghana mu ase from January ebesi e September yi no na se 175 ene so matimi ajo omo kra e from monsem ene kratai e kan wasem enso so e wa hasem na eno ade man pani e kasa no de to dwa se MPP amanuko no omo diska bia no behwe se eja obechi omunya ne krata enso so e kan wasem wo ha wonya bia no akomusuko no akenkan nyina bi enso e da maye medewu Democrats e de sorry krata ni nyina so na abepie mu eso so wa hase oba asia se ne se major fee on the dashboard board adon infoni e da hase kama na ni nyina e yesi esi ano 6 billion esi anu yenya no or the babe boa support small scale no said be export na access export code from my Ghana mu akobi ban so a bibia be ye okay no so kratai kan wasam enso so e wa hase samson na stakeholders bi also so won na investors for now o mo na adwumasafo adwuma ne say mo hwe ye cause esi ano enema mienu ba ko bi ekoso campaign ni mu a eni agent papa ye ne kratai enso ekoso kan wasam so wa hase na kopie motrasa ko se dan ye bubu na krata Democrats so dey Democrats so kan wasem so wa ha na abayo bi wanya 13 years na se emrantie maku enu makobo ne gala ai ene krata Democrats kan wasem so ha wonya bia bekum suko tedebe ya obenya ntiase mu ye papa wonya bia na wakenkan ni nyina bi kama so de amasa na ya se wa
ATP
Mamemfa Democrats enfa soren krata ni nyina so na fa de akanyina efa to aso efa maye tiefo ni ahwefo nyina
Okay, ATP na maybe say na wo share Nigel Gaisie. Said ye ne esi fa bedi ya say watch say Kennedy egu na sorry no the Kennedy kopie mu
e court.
That case no we take on that fine.
Okay, na ya say what to me dey bia dey make am asem say the odi kan say Nyankopon frɛ na wo nyina bonkum wo nyina nifa me say Nyankopon frɛ no na me nyina bonkum wo nyina nifa na me hu ni say asofo de Nyankopon kra ba asase so no boni a ye nyina wo de kyeye na wo nipa dasani a wono na frɛ wo se bra be ye na dwuma na wontimi mfa boni nya dey enche e wo my guy enche nipa saa nipa dasani no enti no ye besre eye can say a prophet Nigel Gaisie na nisem bia wo keka no de ne court so do kopie mo court yemra Ghana has yemra ne re tia say don't ka say wo sole ya wo court direct na say wo ko na say wo di kan wo court
na say
what ya say enti me woni say anhwekura na enkosi bia na den time no na enokura Nyankopon na fa kan do hine Japan so e ma sa ne ma ni nyina ye dey enti me ba me hu asofo papa e wo kuro ma say ene ne ma boni asofo bebre na etete e kira omo ye hwe do bi ni be kan ya we kira say ansama kan do hine Japan be kan ene kura trodo di no ye kan is Nigel Gaisie onteti abre na we okokura na enko bia ni sika na ogwa kwhye egu nkwa.
Okay, ebusia hana ATP na ede ensema chese ne eba won krata ni mu eba ye me pa cho 2 minutes pe obesa ofre eba djumedie ne so a 0550623377 0550623377 obesa ofre eba djumedie ne so a me ba cho ofra wo me time na nya so ane sa ofra na eja wa body tew ede amaye me pa cho enu ada me den kai bo bi ehwomo me sa so asa e repeat biom nyame ya adoma kwesi ada eda ye nimi ena eman nyina ye maame asante hema woda ne benkum so ne yie ne doti yie no eba so me pacho kwesi ada Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday ena eyie ne koso but Thursday na eyie no koso no me pacho enkaibo e wo ho de say sada no anajofa emo nipa da seni biara empia bonten me say repeat ya wada na eye last day of a year no sada no ema wo bia empie nkwa bonten sada no cars enye adwuma sada no shop bie no honoma ebebie from Sunday ekosi ya wada sada no ena asante hema ne doti ye no eba so mesremo ye bekosoa abomo kaye said e be ya wa bia wo beka say o media mantene ade no wo bete said e be ya sebi ya wada na ye de no ekobreman no wo nkodi nsamfu bia na ye grabe no at the end of the day no so de ye grabe odi a na mo amani tua say emema na wo mo hye wig no wo mo de bidia ye wo mani hu no wo mo hia wo de adwuma wo de bediu no enye asem ketwa kra in fact member no aye bia anesa na comment section na say ebusu say comment na de yade egu honum bubruja nkasa what Kennedy Japan did was very bad. I support Nigel Gaisie for that too. Okay, this is coming from Prophet Hilbert also support Nigel Gaisie saso na erikopoku also Nigel Gaisie to why worry yourself which person with a right frame of mind would vote Kennedy Japan to become the president of a great nation like Ghana. Kennedy Agyapong wanted to become president. Kennedy Agyapong wanted to become the president because of Ibrahim Mahama. He is jealous of Ibrahim Mahama because that guy is getting richer and richer. Eric, what's my okay? I asked him for book. Why would Kennedy want to become president? Because of Ibrahim Mahama. Good afternoon, Naya. Good afternoon, Emilia. If NPP now leaders are not serious, they are saying Dubois in 1 term, J.A. Kufuor 2 term, Nana Kufuor for the 10th term, then Bawumia 4 term. So Bawumia will become a president in 2040. We want a man who can win 2028 power for NPP. Who else? Kennedy Akompreku Wahine Agyapong. Kancho na osiken all the way. Comment ni nano Kennedy. And some see or say but where is the sense in what KT Hammond is saying? Portia also honorable Ken for 2028. Let Ken be Ken. Okay. Nana ya newspaper today. Watch your time. Oh, but say maybe a phone line to Mobi and Frey. Emilia say God and his son Jesus Christ did not call Nigel Gaisie. Okay, MC Hannah Bemam Kwaneja and some and them never saw me say shoulder Jumediano. Medini na Besimu Amosha wo Kumasi Online TV, Friends of Ken TV and I think TV. Ya beda munina asiye papa dane denina say the moje bre mobando ni ade e be hwe some me de be so mu no e ya ade me ya appreciate munina Nyankopon enhira mo madaje ni ade nyina Nyankopon enhye hono ma emfa emma mo ana ATP the newspaper review no e be so mo saso and executive producer so Mr. Daniel Yebo nyame adoma e china Friday ya ade age say communicators awodo na be ba ka me ho e ofide wan say na de ekoso wo man Ghana no ya twetwe enkomo e de afon showdown your Mondays to Friday exactly 2 p.m. until nyamba china so 2 p.m. pe me ba betina fidie ho say na be nsem ni nyina no asomo me ametina dwem e de dwumade so be so mo me din ene nana ya se ofo na ne de makram nyame ya adoma e be sanso edi ehia